We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Unsealed documents cause trouble for the Biden administration. News from Sony, Paramount, Apple, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. Former President Donald Trump visited a fire department in Midtown Manhattan on Thursday evening to honor first responders following hours in court for his unprecedented criminal trial. The former president and presumptive 2024 Republican presidential nominee arrived with pizza to the same New York City Fire Department he visited in 2021 to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Trump spent the day in a Manhattan courtroom to witness testimony and cross-examination on criminal charges against him. The judge also heard arguments from prosecutors and Trump's defense team on allegations the former president violated the gag order imposed on him. The FDNY, which has hosted leaders of nearly every political affiliation, said it appreciates anyone who supports first responders. Top Biden administration officials worked with the National Archives to develop special counsel Jack Smith's case against Donald Trump involving the former president's alleged mishandling of classified materials, according to recently unsealed court documents in the case pending in southern Florida. More than 300 pages of newly unredacted exhibits containing emails and other correspondence related to the early stages of the hunt for presidential papers challenged public statements by Joe Biden about what he knew and when he knew it regarding the case against his political rival. The new disclosures indicate the Department of Justice was in touch with the National Archives and Records Administration during much of 2021, undermining the DOJ's claims that it became involved in the matter only after the archive sent it a criminal referral on February 9, 2022. Based on the findings of records with classified markings in 15 boxes of materials Trump gave to the archives a month prior. The court exhibits, which were compiled by Trump's defense lawyers and kept under seal until last week, also show that Deputy White House counsel Jonathan Su regularly communicated with archive officials. Israel's president weighed in on the massive anti-Semitic encampments that have sprouted up at elite colleges and universities across the United States, condemning the masked cowards who smash windows and barricade doors. Israeli President Isaac Herzog addressed those in the Jewish community on these campuses and around the world that feel victimized by the demonstrations. In the face of violence, harassment, and intimidation, as masked cowards smash windows and barricade doors, assault the truth, and manipulate history, together we stand strong, President Herzog said in a video address. As they chant for intifada and genocide, we will work together to free our hostages held by Hamas and fight for civil liberties of the entire free world and our right to believe and belong, and the right to live proudly, peacefully, and securely as Jews and as Israelis anywhere, he added. Sony Pictures and Apollo Global Management have submitted a $26 billion cash offer for Paramount Global. The bid, the second by private equity giant Apollo, was submitted Wednesday in an offer letter signed by Sony Pictures CEO Tony Villanueva and Aaron Sobel, a partner at Apollo, according to a Wall Street Journal report, citing people familiar with the situation. The offer is a starting point for discussions and is non-binding. It also marks the latest turn in a months-long effort by Paramount's controlling shareholder, Shari Redstone, to sell the company that has sparked a shareholder revolt and uprooted Paramount's executive ranks. On Monday, Paramount chief executive Bob Bakish stepped down amid merger negotiations with Skydance Media. Bakish will be replaced by 3 executives in what the company called an Office of the CEO. The trio will work closely with Paramount Chief Financial Officer Naveen Chopra and the board of directors. Apple managed to keep investors happy, sending its stock shooting up after hours yesterday, despite selling fewer iPhones last quarter. Sales of the signature phone dropped 10% year over year, and revenue fell 4.3% to $90.8 billion. But Apple also announced $110 billion in share buybacks, the largest in the company's history, according to CNBC. Sales in China, which has been a sore spot, came in at $16.4 billion, less than a year earlier, but more than analysts had predicted. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.